Konnichiwa, hello, my name is Mickey and welcome to my channel. It has been a really long time. It has been since June 2021 that I have actually filmed, or maybe July, I have no idea. Anyways, it's been a really long time. Today, I just wanted to sit down, do some makeup because I have to go into town today and explain why I have been missing and why it's taken me this long to film. Now, if you're new here or you enjoy my channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well as that bell notification so you know when I upload my videos. And as always, my disclaimer, if you are super sensitive to profanity or if you are easily offended, this is definitely not the place for you. I'm a no filter bitch and I have no idea what's going to come out of this potty mouth, so keep that in mind while you're watching. Now, I'm just going to get right into it right now. It's been a really long, kind of shitty 2021. A lot of things happened and I was just in a weird like mental state where I didn't feel like I could film. Like I honestly did not feel like I could sit down in front of the camera, be myself, and actually tell you guys what was going on. So today I'm just gonna do like my everyday makeup that I've been doing for the past, I don't know, 5-6 months. Let's go back to where I left off on my last video. I believe it was July, like mid-July. So at the end of July, my best friend came and visited, and we were still living in the camper, the trailer, the 29-foot box. It was really nice because we got to just relax and not really do much because there's not really much to do here out in the middle of nowhere. But we also just, or she just really wanted kind of like a mini vacation before she started back up teaching again, because she is a teacher, so she gets summer break. After my best friend left, we decided that we were going to move out of the trailer and move into my father-in-law's cabin. So my father-in-law has a cabin that is 3 stories. So you have the basement, the main level, and then you have a loft area. The loft area wasn't being used and there was a lot of like chaotic shit going on, and so we basically decided that we're gonna sell the trailer and then we're gonna move into the cabin. That is actually what we did all of August. Is we took the time to move all our stuff from the trailer into the loft area in the cabin. It is so much better than living in a 29 square foot freaking box. In the beginning, it was rough. It was hard for me to get used to living with not just 2 dogs, but 4 dogs and 2 cats. So my father-in-law has 2 boxer boys, and they are, well, actually, I should say one of them, Remy, I'll put a picture up here so you guys can see, but Remy is a little bit of a shithead. He is just not very well behaved whenever we're gone. And so he was kind of stressing me out a little bit because he was also not fully potty trained. And because I'm a germaphobe, I cannot stand like when dogs shit and piss in the house, period. Like I can't deal with it. It's just something in me where I'm just like, ooh, this is so terrible. He just kept doing it. And so my husband and I decided to actually take the time and train him to go outside. So luckily he's only had like a little bit of minimal accidents now, but he's doing really good. So that makes me happy because there is no more shit or piss on the floor as of right now. Now he's had a couple of accidents, but nothing major. Now the other thing about him is he loves taking things off the kitchen or island, and that's the one thing we're really working on him with, because he has destroyed so much shit in that house. It's ridiculous. This dog has ate chocolate, actually the other day he broke into a package or 3 packages of yeast and he was licking it off the ground. I don't know how this dog has survived everything that he's eaten, but he has like the indestructible belly. Now Colt, on the other hand, which is the older boxer, I'll also place a picture of him up here. He is my big man. I always call him Wiggly Man because every time you see him he gets super happy and his whole entire body just shakes, and it's like the cutest little thing. He is just the sweetest big man ever. I always want to call him little man, but he is not very little, you guys. He's like almost 100 pounds, but he is so sweet. He's very tame and just very well mannered because he's a lot older. It's really hard for me to kind of get used to the living situation, but now that it's been a few months, I think that I can say that we're comfortable. So in September, we sold the trailer. Like, we were able to sell the trailer. We were done with it. I was done with it. Like, there was no other way that I could keep going in that thing. It was just too freaking tiny. It was driving me literally insane, and I just couldn't do it anymore. So I'm very thankful for my father-in-law for letting us stay in the cabin while we figure our shit out, because that's basically what's going on right now. After we sold the cabin, October, I honestly don't remember where October went. October came and went, and it was just a whole thing. Like, I honestly don't remember what happened in October. Now, to rewind a little bit, in September, I actually started volunteering at my aunt's church. It's a little tiny, like, neighborhood church that's about 5-10 minutes away from here. I also get to hang out with a bunch of country, sweet Southern ladies at the church, and I absolutely love it. Nobody is like, oh my God, you don't come to church. How come you don't come to church on Sundays? I'm not a religious, like, super religious person. I don't go to church services. It's not one of those places that forces you to go to church. Like, it's my choice, and they have been so accepting of me and just very welcoming, and I feel so warm. Like, the first day I went there, I didn't feel like a stranger. Everyone knew my name right away, but now I feel like I know mostly everyone. I've met all the women, and they are so sweet. They're so great, and I have really been enjoying going to the church and doing, like, these little luncheons or get-togethers. I do remember Thanksgiving because Thanksgiving is actually one of, like, my favorite holidays, because I freaking love ham. I just love, like, all the Thanksgiving foods. And so we had that at my aunt's house, and that's actually where I am filming right now. So a little bit of a, like, curve to all this is, I believe in October, I think that's actually what I did in October, was move my filming stuff down here. I am actually in my aunt's safe room, which is in the basement. It's completely, like, cemented. So this is gonna be my background for a little bit, you guys. Like, I honestly don't feel like I have a comfortable place where I can film just yet. Whenever I filmed at my father-in-law's cabin, there was just always so much noise going on, especially with 4 dogs there. Like, any kind of sound, anything that was remotely looked like a deer running by, they would start barking, and it was really hard for me to kind of concentrate on filming without waiting for myself to be interrupted by the dogs. So I asked my aunt, and I said, hey, you have a safe room downstairs in the basement that you hardly use because, you know, we don't get, like, a bunch of tornadoes and stuff here, although we do get tornado warnings. She was like, you know what, I'm not using it, you know, your uncle's not using it. So she was like, go ahead, you know, set your stuff up down there. So that's what I did. All my filming stuff is now here in my auntie's basement, and that's where I'm filming. And it's a lot more quieter in this house, just because the only animal they have is Pixie, which is, like, a little Chihuahua girl. I'll put her here on the screen as well. And she is just a sweet little girl, and she doesn't make a lot of noise. So I really do like filming in here. I've actually filmed a couple of videos, and I just, again, was not feeling it. So I couldn't put it out. Like, there was just something in me that was like, no, this video is just not good enough. So I ended up deleting all those videos, and here I am today, January 2022. Now, after November came December, obviously, and my husband's grandmother came to visit, and it was so awesome because I honestly can't remember the day that she came, but she stayed for 3 weeks, okay? 3 weeks. That's a long time for grandma. Last time she stayed here for 2 weeks, and she was ready to go home. But I think that she was just having so much fun here that she decided to extend it a week longer. And it was pretty awesome because I never got to spend this much time with my own grandmother before she passed. So it's kind of neat hearing stories from her, and just sitting and talking with her is just really, really nice because I get to learn a lot. Like, she's the top dog, you know what I mean? December was, like, one of the busiest times volunteering at the church. I thought it was really great to experience something that was culturally different, because where I come from, back home in Japan, we do not celebrate Christmas. I mean, we do, but it's literally like, go to KFC, get a bunch of fried chicken and strawberry shortcake, And that's Christmas. Like, people put up little mini trees. They probably get a gift here and there, but it's not as big as it is here in the US. Like, here, you guys get presents out of the yin yang for your kids and for everyone else. And, you know, you have dinner and it's festive and you decorate the entire house. So, December was great. I think December was like the most chaotic but chill month of the year of 2021, if that makes sense. Like, it was chaotic because we were baking cookies, we were decorating, we were doing all the Christmas stuff, Christmas shopping, all that stuff. This Christmas, I was the gift wrapper. I don't know what it is, but so many people just don't know how to wrap, and I think they just don't have the patience for that kind of stuff. But I do, because I like that kind of stuff. I like making the gifts look pretty and putting bows on them and ribbons and curling the ribbon. It was just really, really nice to have a just calm, amazing Christmas. Like, that's the only way I can really describe it. And it also made me realize just how grateful I am to have moved out here. When me and my husband first moved out here, I honestly did not think I was gonna like it here. We are literally in bumfuck nowhere. Like, the nearest road, the main road, is 20 minutes away from here. So it really sucks because we are really in the middle of nowhere. But I could not have asked for any better place because I love it out here. I absolutely adore that we're in the middle of nowhere because there is no neighbors. There is no yelling, screaming kids running up and down the front of my house. There's no wondering why the cops are here across the street. Like, there's none of that. It's just been a really hectic, crazy 2021, and that is why I have not filmed because it's just been so freaking just going. I was just in this weird funk because it's the holidays and I have now been away from home. This is the longest I've been away from home, all because of stupid COVID. I have not been home since 2016. That's when I left Japan to come to America. So April 2016, it is coming now on 6 years that I have not been home, which is the longest I've been away. It just really sucks. Like, it puts a lot of things into perspective because I didn't think that I was ever going to get this homesick. I already knew I was going to miss the food. I already knew I was going to miss like my grandparents and my aunts and uncles and my cousins that I actually grew up with. And then coming out here, I've just felt so welcomed that I kind of almost forgot about it. By August, end of August, I was ready to film, but it hit me so freaking hard. I was like, oh, I feel just not myself. I feel so homesick. I feel so lonely. I feel so just like left out, even though I wasn't left out. Like, everybody was including me in everything. And that's actually why I started helping and volunteering at the church, because I was going stir crazy, not in the cabin, but in here, in my head. And I let the depression take over. I let the anxiety take over. But it's just so much going on that I couldn't handle it. I couldn't get in front of the camera. Every time I filmed, I would either get like teary-eyed because I thought about it, or I would get angry and frustrated because I'm like, no, that's not what I wanted to say. That's not how I wanted to film. I'm supposed to be like this. I don't care anymore. Like, this is me. This is who I am. And I feel like the last couple years that I've been doing YouTube is I've been holding back so much. I fully, truly just want to be myself from now on. I don't care about the cursing and all that other stuff. Like, I'm trying my best not to curse as much as I used to, but I've also learned and just accepted that's who I am. So if you are watching my videos and you have stayed with me also this long, thank you so much. I really appreciate that, because so many people have left comments like years ago, oh, I hate the way you talk. I hate how much you curse. It makes you less of a woman because of the way you talk. It makes you sound dirty. It makes you sound uneducated. And I'm so tired of that shit. I was just like, why am I thinking so much about this kind of stuff? I don't need to think about this stuff. I need to think about now and what's going on now and how to improve my state. And no matter how busy I kept myself, at night, that's when it would all creep in, the thoughts, the million miles an hour thoughts. And I was not getting more than like 3 or 4 hours of sleep a night. And every time I would try to film, I would get frustrated. I'm like, no wonder I'm not getting rest. I'm expecting too much out of myself when I should just be myself, which is a lot easier than putting on like a facade for everybody. And I've finally realized that. I don't know why exactly 2021 was hard for me, except the fact that I was so homesick. I'm still homesick, but I can't pinpoint like a certain thing that just brought me down. But I will say that 2021 was probably a lot worse for me than 2020. A lot of people are like, 2020 sucks. No, 2021 sucked huge balls. Like, it was just terrible for me. Now, did anything big and personal happen to make me feel like 2021 was the worst? No, it was just the fact that I did not have complete control over my mental state, that I felt like it took a couple steps back than I have in the last couple of years. And so that was kind of just like a wake-up call for me. I was just like, what am I doing? Why do I keep trying to put on a face? Why do I keep trying to impress people? And I kept thinking about the numbers on YouTube. Why am I not getting subscribers? Blah, blah, blah. Instead of just being thankful and grateful for you guys that are still here and that are still watching my videos 6-7 months later. That's one thing that I wanted to mention in this video is I thank you guys so much if you have hit that subscribe button and left me on subscribe and are still here today watching my videos. People have actually messaged me on Instagram and said, you know, hey, how are you? I hope you're okay. I hope you're going to come back soon. And every time I replied, like, it's my mental health. It's the only thing that's really holding me back right now. And I don't want to let it hold me back anymore. So that's that. Just wanted to get that out there. Little spiel. So now let's talk about some house shit. That's another reason why 2021 just was not our year. If you have watched any of my previous videos or vlogs, you may have heard in passing that me and my husband were trying to build a house. Yeah, well, that's not gonna fucking happen. Not anytime soon anyway, because we had to go through a lot of jumps and hurdles just to be told, sorry, you cannot build the house that you wanted. Yeah, so because of COVID, a lot of things skyrocketed in price. Now, we already knew that inflation was happening anyway, but I was told it wasn't gonna be that bad. Well, bitch, it was that bad. It was so bad to the point where the house that we wanted was like raised by like 10-15% in price. So all the plans that we thought we had, like we thought we had our ducks in a row. No, we did not. And so now we are having to go back to the drawing board and really figure out what the hell we're going to do in the next couple of months. I don't know when it's going to start, to be honest, because again, now that the cases are like rising again everywhere, who knows when any of this stuff is going to actually become like normal. I feel like this is our normalcy right now. I'm really, really excited because in March, I'm going to be road tripping my ass to Louisiana. This is the first road trip / driving anywhere by myself that far for that long. I hope to take you guys with me on that trip. I don't know if I can make it 8-9 hours because I have a child's bladder. I have to use the bathroom every single hour. It's gonna be a lot, but I feel like it's gonna be fun because I'm going to see my best friend who lives in Shreveport, Louisiana. Then after a couple of days of me staying there, we're gonna drive our asses to Dallas because I have been dying to go to the Daiso store. I miss Daiso so much. If you guys didn't know, Daiso is the 100 yen store that we have back home in Japan, and they have made their way down here. They're rare, they're hard to find, and one of them is only 3 hours away from where my best friend lives. So we decided to get a hotel, and we're going to drive our asses to Dallas, and we're going to stay there for 2 days. We're going to hit up Daiso. We're going to go to the sushi go-round because I love that place. We're also going to go to Mitsuwa Market, and I want to bring you guys. I want to bring you guys with me because that is when I am like in my element. Like I am having my food. I'm getting my groceries that I love so much from back home. I'm going to the 100 yen store, which is, I'm sorry, you guys, so much more amazing than the dollar store. Although I will say, Dollar Tree is getting up there with the stuff that they have. It's getting a lot better. You're getting on our level, if that makes sense. And so I'm really, really, really freaking excited because last time I visited her, I was not able to go to Daiso because it was already too late and they had closed. So we did go to Mitsuwa Market and we did go to the sushi go-round, which let me tell you guys, if you guys live in Dallas or anywhere near Dallas in that area, because Dallas is crazy. You can get anywhere in like 15 minutes if you know how to drive as crazy as they do. But if you live in Dallas, please check out the sushi go-around that is next to Mitsuwa Market. If you look up Mitsuwa Market, it's like a whole little, what are those called? Mini shop malls. And it's like Mitsuwa Market, a Korean like bibimbap place, and then the sushi go-around. And let me just tell you, that shit was amazing. And I cannot wait to go back. It's going to be a very eventful March, beginning of March area. And so I want to share with you guys like how I'm going to pack for the trip, all that good stuff, and hopefully be able to make a fun little vlog. But anyways, this is the face that I have been wearing for the last like 5, 6, months, there has not been a time where I've actually been able to do like a full glam just because I wasn't really feeling it. I have so much empties to go through. I have a whole bag right here of new makeup. I have another bag like just like this that is filled to the brim with new makeup stuff. So I'm going to be doing a lot more new makeups and empties. I honestly do not know what day I'm going to be posting these videos or making them live because I need to kind of work that out again with here and figure out when is the right time for me to be able to upload. Not only that, but my filming schedule. Like, I'm one of those bitches who went and got a 2022 planner, even though I've never used a freaking planner. Every time I buy it, I use it for like a month, and then it just disappears. I bought one for 2022, and I want to try to actually make myself have some kind of routine. I would really love to hear how you guys are doing, by the way, because it's been hell. It's been hectic, especially with everything going on. I really hope that everyone had a wonderful Christmas and an amazing New Year's. If you are still subscribed and if you are watching until this point right here, thank you very much, like very much, for still being here, for checking in on me, and for wondering like where the hell I've been, what the hell I'm doing, if I'm okay, and just thank you. I apologize that I have been just gone for the longest time. I really want to try and keep up a routine, a schedule. We'll just see where it goes from here. But that is now the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I actually enjoyed sitting down and filming it for you. Now, if you have any tips, tricks, questions, or comments, please leave that in the comment section below. And I really hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye bye!